Hello there. If this is a recommended video, please stick around. I promise you it'll be worth your time. Hello again. Welcome to Billy Ho's Sports Breeders' Cup Weekend. Friday Best Bets show put out yesterday. So check that out before you start handicapping your races today. I feel really good about these picks. Some of them, at least, new viewers hitting that subscribe button, looking for 2,500 subscribers. Check the playlist for all the complete BC24 rundown, and let's get into it. So I guess it's a good thing after watching some other videos to have respected cappers in agreement with some of these choices that I've come up with. But that also means the betting public's going to be hip to it too, as well. So it's going to take morning line odds with a grain of salt. I think like a horse like Gaming, not going to be 8-1 at post time. So my advice is to keep an eye on the early races, see where the winners are coming from. Is it off the pace? Is it inside speed? What we're looking at there, that's going to help a lot. Uh, Other trends to look for: Euro horses on the turf. Obviously, Charlie Appleby as a trainer, Aiden O'Brien, Aiden's Army as a trainer, Chad Brown as a trainer. All those trainers on turf, very good. Brad Cox, dirt sprints, things of that nature. Obviously, Bob Baffert on any surface. So let's get into the Saturday races. Separate video for the BC Classic picks and plays. So give that one a look, most definitely. So we're going to start with race 4, Filly Mare Sprint. And while I try to remain objective, I'm playing three of my favorites in this one: Society, Ways and Means, and Vava. So we're going to box those three in a dollar trifecta, and that's going to be $6. I, my math might be wrong on that. I don't know why. I just had a complete brain lapse. I've been looking at so much stuff, but not a ton of grade one talent in this race. This race, they can run 1, 2, 3, I think. Sucker for gun runner fillies like Vava and Society. They're just the cream of the crop. Ways and Means has found her niche in these one-turn sprints, crushing it her last three. So I figure those two look like, and I typically don't like to box three horses in a trifecta because it really doesn't leave you a whole lot of outs. But that just looks like one of those chalky type races. And how many times I've boxed three horses in an exacta and they came in for the trifecta. So that's kind of my thinking there. So here's a fun one. I'm not super confident in, but if Cogburn and Bradsell are going to take on this much money, we're going to just create a whole new universe and go with the Big Bang Howard Wallowitz at a monster price. I believe 30-1 morning line, probably won't stay there, but if he remains double digits, I think that's more than fair. I think that for all that's said about Cogburn and him being the fastest horse in the world, much respect to him. But his last two races were just 100 Brisnet numbers. So, I mean, and Wallowitz ran a 104 at Kentucky Downs, the same track that Cogburn just came off of, running 100. So I like those. I like his chances here. And I don't think we've seen his best yet. Oh, and give me Flavian Pratt on the 30-1 horse, and let's go. So race number 6 is the Distaff, and we're going to keep on trucking. We're going to lock in Torpedo Anna for the win, 4-5, and move on. I typically don't like to use money back special bets, but I think that's a pretty safe bet that you're not going to lose any there. So we're going to take Torpedo Anna for the win and move on. Plus, we love Torpedo Anna. Plus, my granny was Anna, and she was a Hamtramck mama, so I can't go against her there. She's a single for any pick 3, 4, and 5 plays, which is going to help your tickets there as well. Race number 7, 12 furlong turf. And I like another 3-horse box. We're going number 2, Emily Upjohn, the filly. Number 6, Farbridge, who I like for the win. And number 11, Rebels Romance, who's just the 22 winner of this race and the favorite. And I always like to throw favorites into when I box horses. And I think that's a really fair price. I think you can get 6-1 on Farbridge. And I forget Emily Upjohn's like maybe 7, 8-1, somewhere in that range is going to be the bet there. So the classic, that's the next race is the classic. Go give the video a look. Let's move on to race 9. That's the filly and mare turf, and a tremendous race. But I kind of like, and I actually changed my mind just a touch, but the 7-year-old filly that has taken on the boys on more than one occasion, who is a really, really good horse, and that's Warlike Goddess. And then I like Moira, I think, who is going to be the money back special bet for the win because the value of 8-1 is there. So give me the Moira and Warlike Goddess 2-horse box for all the monies. And then we got race number 10. That's the Breeders' Cup Sprint. And I'm not giving the haul away on this one, so to speak. Federal Judge, I went back and looked at his last 2. It just looks so good. I know I love Nakatomi, and I think Nakatomi is an excellent horse. But you got Irad aboard, a Brad Cox in a dirt sprint. So I'm going to take that chalk and run with it. And then the round out the day, the grand finale, race number 11 is the Breeders' Cup Mile. Wait a minute. I got a little out of place. Race number 11 is the Breeders' Cup Mile, 8 furlongs on the turf. Give me some more Chad Brown fillies. Number 2, Chili Flag, can flat run them down late, and I believe this one could go to a closer. Then you have, that's 20-1. Then you have Carl Spackler in there, another Chad Brown entry, who likes to be up closer to the front, who I think probably wins the race. And then I would box him in there with Johannes. I think that is probably the best mile turfer, aside from maybe the 2 I just previously mentioned. He's just really good. I just don't like him for the win. So now the grand finale, the BAFDM, Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile. So we're going with the lovable, the zany, the gray, the black V on the face that you see rolling around in the sand the last couple of days. Hopefully we get a roll in the winner's circle. Post time, 12-1. If he doesn't get it done, I want to see the other gray seize the gray and seize the day when you make your bets so you can win some money. Dwayne Lucas, the GOAT. One last Breeders' Cup title for him would be magical. So just want to thank everybody that supported me over the last couple of years, so to speak, since I've been doing this. Fantastic support. I couldn't do it without you. I'm almost at 2,500 subs. I really wanted to get there for the Breeders' Cup. So maybe a late push, we can get there. I think we're maybe 90 away or something like that. But as long as we're growing, that's the important thing. So don't shy away after the races are completed. Kentucky Derby Trail 151 is just getting underway. So stay engaged, and we'll see you very soon. Let me know who you got in all these races. What are your bets? What are your best bets? What are your feelings, leans on what we're talking about today? So till next time, best of luck. Win some money.
Hello, Billy Ho here. As the sole creator for this channel, I need you, the viewer, to help me grow. Just by subscribing to the channel and clicking that like button alone, you can help spread Billy Ho Sports to the racing community on YouTube.